So the Menendez brothers, they had a hearing this week. Lyle and Eric Menendez. Remember, they're in jail for killing their parents in the 1980s. I think it was like 1989 or something like that, that they had the trial and they got sentenced to life in prison. And they had a hearing this week, basically, that said that they are now eligible for parole. That's what it says down there. So originally they were sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole. But now, because of this resentencing hearing that happened this week, they can be paroled automatically. So they're probably going to have to see a parole board. But they also have another avenue where Gavin Newsom was saying that he wanted to have a hearing on clemency about them. So that hearing is going to be on June 13th. So can you imagine? It could be up to like June before we find out if they're going to get out of jail. But it could also be years. It's like, you don't know if the parole board grants them parole and they get to go, they're released, or if Gavin Newsom grants them clemency and then they get released. We don't know. What if both of those things fail? Then they're still in jail for a certain number of years. I thought it was very interesting because they were watching this proceeding on TV while it was happening, like closed circuit TV. And I think it says here that Eric Menendez said, "I am touched and humbled by the outpouring of support." But in some of the other parts of this article, they admit to lying at their trial. And like they apologize for lying all those years ago and stuff like that. It's just pretty shocking. This is what they look like now. Yeah. It's just so shocking to think that, these people killed their parents. And I think it was over like $14 million at the time. I'm not sure if it would be the same thing as now. But like back then, that was a lot of money. And their father was like a music executive and stuff. But they also allege that their parents abused them as well. So, what do you think about this? I have a feeling that they're just going to let them get out. I think that their cousin and a bunch of other people who were in their family, like, were at the hearing and they were saying that, they're getting older and sicker and, as years go by, their time to spend with their family is slipping away.